Why hello there, I'm Ironiq, and in this video I will be spending 100 days in Minecraft Pixelmon. This will be done on Anubis MC, which provides lots of cool stuff to do, such as gyms, quests, Poke Bingo, Poke Hunt, crates, events, and much more. The server does have many different realms and I will be playing on Oasis. So if you guys want to come join me, make sure to join Oasis. Now before I start, I have a few main goals I want to accomplish. First, I want to build a cool looking house that has everything I need in it. Next, I want to get a full team to level 100. Last but not least, I want to catch a shiny. Now, we have a lot to accomplish, so let's get straight into the 100 days. But wait, first, 89% of you are not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Go subscribe. I also am going to start streaming on Twitch, so go follow me on there. And also go follow me on Twitter and Insta. Thanks. Day 1 began by me picking my starter, and this time I decided to go with Grookey. I took a few minutes to look around the spawn to remember what's around. After I did that, I used all the kits I had available to give myself a little head start. I then used /RTP to travel to a random location and began cutting down trees. Lots and lots of trees. Day 2 began with me running around, continuing to cut down lots of trees. I also began looking for a place to build my base. While doing so, I ended up running into a master ball on the floor. I clicked it and got myself a focus sash, which could be very useful later on. Soon after, I found another one and got myself leftovers, another very useful battle item. By the end of day 2, I found myself the place I was gonna build my base. Day 3, I decided to start mining to get some materials. While I was digging down, I noticed I somehow had a slacking. I have no idea how I got it, but hey, I'll take it. I continued mining for the rest of the day, gathering lots of coal, iron, and bauxite. Day 4 was much of the same as I continued mining for the whole day. Day 5, I thought I found myself a shiny Ghastly and tried many times to catch it, but then I realized it was a boss. So yeah, that was a little stupid of me, but hey. I also ended up finding a zombie spawner and a mine shaft, so that's pretty cool. By the end of day 5, I got myself a skill key from mining, so I immediately went to use it, and with it, I got 15k. My luck was good. Day 6, I went back to the mines and continued mining. I again collected lots of ores. I also found my first diamonds. Let's go. Day 7, I went back up to the surface and made myself an anvil and a hammer. And with those, I began making some aluminum plates, which I used to make myself a poke healer. For the rest of the day, I hammered lots of aluminum plates and iron bases to make some Pokeballs. Day 8 began by me cutting down lots of trees in order to start building my house. While doing so, I got myself another skill key. So, as always, I immediately went to use it. My luck was not on my side this time because I got 1k GP blocks, which I have no idea what those even are. For the rest of the day, I continued clearing out a spot for my base, and while doing so, I got myself yet another skill key. And this time I got 500 GP blocks. Yay! I really wish I knew what those even were. But hey, we move. Day 9 was much of the same, as I just continued clearing out a spot for my base. And eventually I was finally able to start building. I started by using some birchwood, and after lots of placing, I had a general shape of the base. I then began outlining it with oak logs, and by the end of the day, it started to look like something. Day 10 started by me beginning to build the roof of the base. Lots of placing later, on day 12, the roof was finally done, and I'd say it ended up looking pretty decent. Day 13, I started building the walls of the base, but quickly realized I needed to move all the junk in my chests so I could finish the floor. And eventually, on day 14, I had everything moved. I then finished off the floor and continued building the walls. And yet again, after lots of placing later, on day 15, the walls were done. Day 16, I finished the underside of the roof of this little overhang. And all I'm saying is, this was a lot harder than it may seem, but eventually I got it done. And I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look too good. But hey, I'll try to fix it later. In the meantime, I grabbed a shovel and went to gather lots of sand. And with that sand, I made a bunch of white stained glass and filled in all the windows. It was all coming together. Day 17 began by me building the second floor. After I finished that, I worked on making the front look a little bit better by adding a little mini roof. And by day 18, it was done and the front was looking pretty good. Day 19, I spent the whole day trying to make the outside walls of the base look better, and let's just say the outcome looked terrible. Day 20 was spent gathering lots and lots of birchwood. Day 21, I began working on the other side of the house to make it identical to the first side, even though the first side I did is ugly, but hey, we can look past that, all right? It was surprisingly difficult, but by day 22, I finished it, and as I said, it looked just as bad as the other side, obviously. Definitely not my best looking base, but hey, it'll do for now. I then began building a big storage system on the second floor of the base. And let's just say, I don't think I'll be running out of storage anytime soon, because that's a lot of chests. Also, if you didn't notice, I have a full team of Pokemon, but I didn't catch any of them. I think I just got them from playing on the server. At least that's what I think. Who knows? But one of them was a Growlithe, which I plan to use on my team, so that's cool. Day 23, I made myself a PC. With the PC, I could now put my extra Pokemon that I don't want in there to rot for the rest of their lives. I did find a Sylveon in there, which I'm assuming I did get from just playing on the server, and I decided to use it on my team. So my team right now was Grookey, Growlithe, and Sylveon. Day 24, I began training Grookey's EVs, starting with speed. Day 25, I realized how hard training Grookey was since he was grass type, fighting a bunch of grass types. So instead, I decided to start training Growlithe instead. And once Growlithe fainted, I rotated through Grookey and Sylveon, training them little by little. Day 26 was much of the same, and by the end of the day, Growlithe was level 20. By day 29, Growlithe was level 30, and his speed EVs were full. Next was time to train his special attack. And to make that easier, I bought myself a power lens, which makes training special attack like 3 times faster. So much faster, I was able to finish his full EVs that same day. Day 30, it was time to fully max out Grookey's EVs. After lots of training, Grookey began evolving into Thwackey. I continued training his HP EVs until day 32, when they were fully maxed out. Finally, it was now time to train his special attacks, and of course, I used the power lens to make it go by much faster. Day 34, while training Thwackey, he began evolving into his final form, Rillaboom. Just look at this guy. He could tear me in half. Literally. Just look at him. Soon after him evolving, his EVs were maxed out. So it was now time to train Sylveon. And let's just say Sylveon was definitely the most difficult to train. It took forever and ever, but after lots and lots and lots of battles, Sylveon was finally fully EV trained on day 42. Now that everyone is fully EV trained, it was now time to train them all to level 100. So in order to do that, I went to warp training on day 43. But before I even started training, I got into a raid battle with a Corsola and ended up catching it. So that was pretty cool. I then trained Rillaboom for the rest of the day. Day 44, I grabbed an XP share so I could train Growlithe at the same time. And for the next few days, all I did was train, until day 46 when I used a Firestone to evolve Growlithe into the beast himself, Arcanine. I then went right back to training. Day 47, while training, I decided to catch one of my favorite Pokemon ever, Zangoose. I always gotta have one in my team. I continued training for the next few days until day 51 when Rillaboom finally reached level 100. And thanks to the XP share, Arcanine was level 73. Now it was time to train Arcanine all the way up to level 100. So for the next many days, that's exactly what I did. Lots and lots of battles later, on day 56, Arcanine was now level 100. Day 57, I began training Zangoose's EVs. And many days later, on day 60, his EVs were full, and it was now time to get him to level 100. Also, if you didn't notice, everyone in my team is a guy. And hey, some of you might feel offended by that, but I just wanted my team to be as strong as possible. That's a joke. That's a joke. I promise that's a joke. Anyways, after many more days of training, on day 62, Zangoose reached level 100. Now that 3 of my Pokemon were max level, I wanted to try and take out the first gym. And I definitely tried. I definitely put in a good effort. I got absolutely destroyed though. Hey, I'll get him next time. Or so I thought, because on the very next day, I battled him again, and yet again got destroyed. It was time for a new game plan. A game plan that would make sure I could take out the water gym. I went into my PC and pulled out every Pokemon that would be good against water. I gathered my team and started training Electabuzz first. And to help with that, I bought a power anklet to help train speed. And while training, I ran into a shiny Simisage. I had to catch it. And thankfully, I did just that. We now had our first shiny. By day 65, Electabuzz was fully EV trained, and I moved on to train Magnemite and the newly caught shiny Simisage. After lots and lots and lots of training, on day 73, my team was fully EV trained. And I decided to take on the gym leader because it does max out all your Pokemon anyways, so I decided to give it a shot. Rillaboom was able to take out his first Pokemon very easily, then got one-tapped right after. He then one-tapped my Arcanine and took out my Zangoose pretty easily as well. Electabuzz was almost able to take his Pokemon out before he fainted. Luckily, Magnemite was able to finish it off. I had only one shot left, my Simisage. He was able to one-shot his Pokemon. That was big, but he still had 3 Pokemon left. It was going to take a lot. And sadly, Simisage couldn't take it out. I was getting a lot closer though. For the next many days, I trained up Electabuzz and Simisage to try and get some better moves. By day 76, Electabuzz was level 90 and Simisage was level 65. I then went back to the gym to give it another shot, which ended up going about the same as last time, another L. So once again, I went back to training. And while training, I ran into a shiny Cinccino. Yes, another shiny. Thankfully, I was able to catch it pretty easily. We now had 2 shinies in just 100 days. The fact I've never even caught a shiny or seen a shiny ever playing Pixelmon, that's pretty insane. I then continued training for many, many days until day 81, when Electabuzz finally reached level 100. Day 82, I went back to the gym to give it yet another shot, and just like before, I got destroyed yet again. I promise you guys, I don't suck this bad. These gym battles are just really dang hard, okay? Day 83, I went back to the gym. This time, I was finally gonna get my revenge. Psych, I got absolutely destroyed, as usual. Since I couldn't beat the gym, I decided to just get both Simisage and Magneton to level 100. Lots and lots and lots of battles later, on day 88, they were both level 100. Now my full team was all level 100. Day 89, I yet again went to try and defeat the water gym, and yet again, took another L. Day 90, yes, I tried again, and obviously it was the same outcome. So instead of the water gym, I decided to try and beat a different gym. First, I started with the bug gym, and yeah, I got wrecked, as usual. Next, I tried the normal gym on day 91, and I actually got really close. I just couldn't get past his type null. I then went and tried to defeat the flying gym, but couldn't get past his Togekiss. Day 92, I took on the grass gym, and guess what? I got destroyed. I don't know why you'd guess anything else. Day 93, I tried the fire gym and got absolutely destroyed. Went on to the fighting gym and got destroyed again. I think you guys get the point. I basically just kept going back and forth to all the gyms to try and get at least one win. Just one. And after spending the rest of my days going back and forth, getting close a couple times, but I quickly ran out of time. It was now day 100, and I had no gym badges to my name. I may have failed getting a gym badge, but I did get my full team to level 100 and got myself 2 shinies. So all in all, I say I did pretty good in these 100 days. But let me know how you guys think I did in the comments below. Also, let me know what I should do in 200 days, what Pokemon to catch, and how the heck to beat a gym. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button. Follow all my socials in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. This an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall, so I say fuck 'em, I ain't moving small.